Today we're going to be talking about Senator Armstrong. Fuck. Today we're going to be talking about Goldlewis. You know, I was going to try to make a video on a non-DLC character, but after dropping every Nago combo known to mankind and getting my knees shattered by Arxis for even thinking about playing Milia, I remembered that this is my channel. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. If you like big damage, if you like bigger boys, and if you like looking at a matchup chart every time you lose a set, then let me explain to you why you should play Goldlewis in Guilty Gear Strive. Mr. Dickenson here was the first ever DLC character to be added to Guilty Gear Strive, and he kicked off the season pass with a resounding,
"Who the fuck is that guy?"
While I will admit to being one of the ones putting knives into the back of Julius Dickenson here when he first came out, I can comfortably say that that was a really big mistake. I have absolutely fallen in love with Goldie here over the last 2 weeks, and I will sing his praises from the mountaintop until the mere sight of our Typhoon army is enough to send Geomains back to DBFZ. Because of my unabashed and completely unironic love for this character, I'm going to switch up the formula a bit and talk about his weaknesses first so I can really sell you on what makes this character great. As a true hot-blooded American, his diet consists entirely of taco truck quesadillas and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue. He is not fat, there is simply more of him to love. And believe me, he has a lot of love to give. Combine that with his lacking a double jump and zero hops whatsoever. Like seriously, my grandma jumps higher than this. And you'll find yourself stuck in the corner begging for the sweet release of death more times than you won't. He also has some of the most tragic challenge buttons in the entire game, with his fastest normal seeming more like a suggestion to your opponent rather than an actual attack. But I hope you said your prayers, because those are the only benefits you have against Saul Goldman over here, because like any proper American military officer, he is a master of excessive force. Emphasis on the excessive. I think it says a lot when the least useful move he has in his kit is a fucking minigun. He also has access to the Holy Hand Grenade, a bomb that goes through projectiles better than my Ford F-150 goes through a line of kindergartners. These moves are pretty okay on their own, but they can be upgraded by Gold Dick by feeding his discount Alien X a steady diet of shredded cheese. However, the final special move on his extensive list of 3 things is the Big Swingy, the Skull Scratcher, the State Department Special, the Behemoth Typhoon. Gold Louis XIV here will swing his comically large spoon with the force of a coked out silverback gorilla, doing hella damage if it hits you and hella chip if you block it. Build him a fuck ton of meter, and will more often than not leave him so plus due to the guard crush that you'll be grateful he brought the coffin in advance. But Stretch, isn't it just one special move? How can it be so scary if all I have to do is dodge it? Well friend, I'm glad you asked, because you're right, it is just one special move, with 16 different variations. And all variations of the Big BT have different timing, frame data, hitboxes, and block directions. Just dodge it. My brother in Christ, you are a person of color and he works for the State Department. You are going to die. And finally, he has access to 2 extremely good supers. For the first one, Goldilocks will cock his arm back and deliver the world's longest yeah boy, which can be charged even further, making it the single most damaging super in the entire game. And with that on top of the ridiculous damage of Behemoth Typhoon, Goldlewis can legitimately TOD every character in the game with the right situation for only 50 meter. He also has access to the Spartan laser, I guess, because why the fuck not at this point, am I right? He can use his government-issued magnifying glass to close the distance on people who'd rather keep their mouth dirt-free. So to wrap everything up, if you like big damage and decent set play and don't mind being put in the dunce corner by every character in the game with a disjoint, then Goldlewis may be for you. And if you don't want that, still play Goldlewis. Everyone play Goldlewis. Play Goldlewis, I am now no longer asking.